Picture this scenario because I bet almost everyone watching has felt it in the pit of their stomach. You're driving to work, and suddenly, that check engine light pops on. Your heart sinks. Fixing it now costs $300. But your bank account shows exactly $42. So you ignore it. 2 months later, that $300 problem becomes a $2,500 transmission catastrophe. This isn't just bad luck. It is a mathematical trap. This is the poverty monopoly. And today we aren't talking about get-rich-quick schemes. We are exposing why being broke is the most expensive hobby you can have. Financial gurus love to blame your latte habit, but they ignore a fundamental economic reality: the boots theory. Imagine two men. The rich man buys $50 leather boots that last 10 years. The poor man can only afford $10 cardboard sole boots that fall apart every season. Over 10 years, the poor man spends $100 and still has wet feet, while the rich man is dry and $50 richer. This is the math of the bottom. You pay a premium for a lack of capital. In the world of capital intelligence, we call this the poverty tax. It gets darker. Let's talk about the banking system, the ultimate pay-to-play arena. If you have $10,000 in your account, the bank treats you like royalty. No fees, free checks. But if you have $20 and a forgotten $25 subscription hits, they don't just cover the $5 difference. They hit you with a $35 overdraft fee. Do the math. You effectively borrowed $5 for a day, and it cost you $35. That is an interest rate of 700%. If a loan shark did that, they'd go to jail. When a bank does it, it's standard policy. Last year, banks made billions from people with less than $1,000 to their names. It is a wealth transfer from the bottom to the top, disguised as service fees. Even your grocery run is rigged. If you have $50, you buy the bulk pack at Costco, where toilet paper is 50 cents a roll. But if you only have $4, you buy the 4-pack at the corner store for $1.50 a roll. You are paying 300% more for the exact same product because you're locked out of economies of scale. Your inflation rate is literally higher because you are broke. Now, let's look at the biggest trap of all: predatory lending. In the US, you need a car to work. A wealthy person buys a reliable Toyota for $20,000 with 4% interest. The person with bad credit, they're forced into a buy here, pay here lot. They buy an $8,000 clunker at 24% interest. By the end, they pay $15,000 for a $4,000 car that dies before the loan is even paid off. You aren't just paying for the car. You're paying a risk premium because the system has deemed you risky. And you can't stop being risky because you're busy paying the premium. It's the same with housing. Renting is 100% interest. You build zero equity. You pay $2,000 a month in rent because you can't afford the $20,000 down payment for a mortgage that would only cost you $1,200. You are renting your entire existence. Poverty doesn't just steal your money, it steals your cognitive bandwidth. When you're in survival mode, your functional IQ drops by 13 points. You aren't bad with money. Your brain is just maxed out on panic. So, how do you break the equation? Standard advice says invest in the S&P 500 for an 8% return. No. If you're broke, the best investment isn't a stock. It's escaping the boots theory penalties. Paying off a 22% interest credit card is a guaranteed 22% return. No hedge fund can beat that. The first weapon in your arsenal is the buffer. That first $1,000 emergency fund isn't just savings. It's a weapon that destroys the poverty premium. With $1,000, a flat tire is an annoyance, not a financial crisis that forces you into a payday loan. This liquidity allows you to buy in bulk, fix small leaks, and switch the game from defense to offense. You have to get angry at the math. Stop looking at purchases as spending Look at them as solving a problem permanently. Every late fee you avoid is a strategic strike against the system. It takes 10 times the effort to get from $0 to $10,000 as it does from $10,000 to $100,000. The wind is in your face right now, but once you stop paying the poor tax, you start walking right out of the hole. Stop playing their game. Start playing yours. Subscribe to Capital Intelligence, and let's build those high-quality boots together.